My name is Cragg Ginn. I am an associate professor teaching in the Department of Classics and Religion, and I also serve as the director for the International Indigenous Studies program. I have been developing multimedia, open access educational resources. The first one was the Songs of Justice project, which featured 10 songs and then videos developed. The Animal Kinship Project was inspired by the Songs of Justice project. I had 2 songs that each had a verse that featured animals.
Feel the earth tremble now beneath your feet.
Call This Land, the Naming of Manitoba, had a verse about the bison. And Voice of Tradition, validating the voices of elders and knowledge keepers, had a verse about eagles. And the Animal Kinship Project is the next project in that approach.
Let the mountains hide you, hide you.
The tagline that I've developed with the help of Social Innovation Calgary and Social Innovation through the Vice President's office here is Indigenous histories and worldviews acknowledged through music. And they feature songs of the impact and presence of animals. I grew up in Churchill, polar bear capital of the world, so I wrote a song about the polar bear and then the bison and then the eagle, and then I thought about different animals that I had encountered, and then a couple that hadn't had as much impact on my life. One of the songs is a very personal encounter with an owl, a snowy owl, messenger of destiny. And it's one of those rare moments where the impact and presence of an animal quite literally helped change the course of my life.
Messenger of destiny.
Lived experience is important. As a songwriter, I do want to speak from reality. As a songwriter, you can write from the imagination too and write about stuff that you've never done. That can happen. But I did want to write as much from personal experience as possible. It's more to inform. So I don't want to shame audiences how bad some of our history is. It's more, here's the history, and maybe it will help us to understand our history and intergenerational trauma that has resulted from some of the forced assimilation and the extermination of animals, in particular the bison and Inuit sled dogs, how deeply they impacted communities. The problem that I saw was a lack of curriculum for indigenizing curriculum and maybe motivational pieces for indigenizing curriculum. So I was encouraged to help solve that problem, which I've tried to do by creating open access educational resources. For others, maybe you'll see a problem or a challenge in our culture, society, that you can contribute to its solution. And from your own experience, ideally, I suppose I'm a musician, I'm a scholar, and I do want to be a social innovator. I do want to bring change where I can, where my voice can bring change. I recognize that my audiences may be small, but if I can bring a social innovation to how educators approach Indigenous knowledges, I feel that I've done something that's innovative.